from Designs by Jordan, also known as Coach Jordan inside the Creative Coaching Group. Y'all, today we're going to make a neutral style bow. I chose whites, ivories, and burlaps. The burlap color. I've always thought that that's the prettiest color combination, whether it's for spring, everyday, weddings, whatever. I am using 6 different ribbons. Now you can use only 4 different ribbons, 3 different ribbons, whatever you want to use. I chose 3 1.5 inch ribbons and 3 2.5 inch ribbons. And we're going to start with our 1.5 inch ribbons. And I'm just going to make a tail. Now, I'm going to make about a 12-inch tail. I will measure this out for y'all, though. So, we're going to make about a 12-inch tail. We're going to pinch. And then we're going to make a loop. And that loop is 11 inches. So, we're making an 11-inch loop, pinch, and twist. And because this loop was 11 inches, I'm going to need to measure out another 11 inches and make our second loop. Okay. So this is the what I call the bow tie. And the reason why I call it the bow tie is because this is our center part of our bow. So we've got our nice little bow tie and our tails. So just making my tail slightly longer than that cabana stripe, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pinch it and make our loop. And now this loop is going to go to 12 inches. So we're going to make it 12-inch loop. So that's just going to make it slightly larger than our first set of loops. Pinch and twist. I'm going to measure out another 12 inches. And we've started forming our, what I call is the X. So we start off with our bow tie, and this is the X. Okay, pinch and twist. Just making that slightly larger than our, slightly longer than our cabana stripe. Next, we're going to do our ivory color. Once again, just kind of going slightly longer than our, so you, when I'm layering all of these ribbons, I want them layered in like that. Hopefully you guys can see how they're all staggered. And that's where our dovetails are going to go. So pinching that, making another 12-inch loop, pinch and twist, measuring out another 12 inches, pinch and twist. Okay, so making sure that it's longer than my burlap stripe one. We have our bow tie. So just starting with the tail. Now going off that ivory one, I'm going to go off about another inch or 2 longer than what that ivory one was. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pinch it. And I need this loop to be 13 inches. So we're doing 11, 12, and then 13. So this one needs to be 13. Pinch and twist. Another 13. Pinch and twist. Making that tail just a little bit longer than our ivory one. But you see, even though we have our burlap right next to it, y'all look how pretty this pops behind, in front of that burlap right there. That burlap colored one. And that's exactly what I want, because I don't want to get this lost in competing with this trellis pattern. Okay, so next we're going to work with our lattice trellis pattern. Making our tail just slightly longer than our burlap. It's about an inch longer. And we're going to pinch it. So we did 11, 12, 13. Now this one needs to be 14 inches. These need to be 14-inch loops. Okay, so I'm measuring from here, 14 inches. And I'm making sure that that's going back behind my ivory one. So we're going to pinch and twist, measuring out another 14 inches. Pinching and twisting. Making sure that that's just slightly longer. And then the final ribbon that we're using is this check pattern ribbon, which I want that to go back behind our burlap ribbon right here, our 1.5 inch. So making my tail just slightly longer than my trellis ribbon and pinching it all in the back. And we're going to measure out 14 inches once again, because we want those tails, those loops, to be the same size. So 14 inches, pinch and twist. $14 inches, pinch and twist. Okay, just cutting this ribbon so it's slightly longer than our last. And I'm running a zip tie. Yeah, I love to use zip ties. If you're a pipe cleaner person, go for it. I've just always been a zip tie person. I love to use the zip ties. So I am going ahead and kind of shaping my bow out how I want it to be. Okay, now I did give you all the measurements, so that way if you're not using your hand and you're using an easy bow maker or a bow maker, you can use the exact same pattern on that bow maker. So I ran that pipe cleaner through that zip tie. Okay, now just cinching it all the way shut. Fluffing out our bow, which should really take minimal fluffing since you have been holding and you've been fluffing it out at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that flat on my table. Okay, now you can choose to leave these tails extra long, and to finish off your bow, I always highly recommend dovetailing. And I like to dovetail at the end versus as I'm working on it. So not trying to cut off a lot of that ribbon on there. I just want to make our dovetails. Okay. And yeah, we're done. So super easy bow in less than 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye y'all.